Hey guys, today I'm just going to be going over the anamorphic lens kit that we have in the department, kind of what makes them different from maybe other lenses you've seen, and just how to use them with the Sony FX30s that we have. So what are anamorphic lenses? Well, they're a special type of lens that give a very particular look to an image. First off, they give a wider field of view, so they're very good for using with those kind of wide aspect ratios like 2.35 to 1 or 2.4 to 1. They give a unique bokeh, so that's the out of focus bit of the image. They give some very unique sort of out of focus shapes, such as ovals and circles. And they're also good for if you really want those really nice large horizontal lens flares. They're really good for achieving those. So they just give a very sort of cinematic look, and they're really good for achieving that. Now, in terms of using these lenses with the FX30, I'd say the only issue you're really going to run into is that in order to kind of get the full look that these lenses give you, you really want to be shooting in a wider aspect ratio, such as 2.35 to 1 or 2.4 to 1. But I don't know if you can see on my menu here, but there's only really a very limited range of aspect ratios for the FX30. So I'm just on 16 by 9 for now, and that's fine. What the camera will do is it'll sort of horizontally compress the image, but that's something we can undo later in Premiere Pro, and I'll show you how to do that. So just a really useful tip, guys, when you're shooting using these anamorphic lenses, but you want to kind of change it to a wider aspect ratio in post-production, you can actually put sort of grid lines on the FX30 display, and it can really help you kind of tell what's going to be actually in the frame once you kind of switch to that wider aspect ratio in Premiere Pro. So to turn these on, you just want to hit menu, and then, as you can see, I'm just in the shooting menu here. You want to head down to marker display, and first of all you want to turn on marker display, and then just head down to aspect marker here, and as you can see I've got a range of aspect ratios that I can choose from, but I'm just going to go with 2.39 to 1 because that's the closest to 2.4 to 1, which is the best aspect ratio for these lenses. And if I just head back to my shooting display, as you can see, I've got those kind of white lines on my display here, and generally whatever's within those kind of white lines, now it won't be perfect because it's still kind of shooting in 16 to 9, and the image still has to be decompressed, but as a general rule, kind of what's within those white lines will be in your image in post. Once we've got our anamorphic footage in Premiere Pro, we just want to change the sequence settings slightly so that we're working within a wider aspect ratio. But we also want to just change the horizontal scaling slightly, just so it undoes that squeezing that occurs when we're shooting in 16 by 9. So first of all, we just want to create a new sequence, so just head to File, and then New, then Sequence, and then head to Settings, and we just want to change these values just so we're working in 2.4 to 1, which is best for anamorphic lenses. So that's 1920 by 800. And we just want to click OK. And we've got our new sequence here. And I'm just going to drag our clip onto our timeline. And if this window pops up, we just want to click Keep Existing Settings. And the last thing we want to do is we just want to change the horizontal scaling. So just select your clip, then head to the Effect Controls tab, and then head to the Motion tab. And then we just want to unclick this box that says Uniform Scale. We just want to change this scale width value to 133. And the reason we changed it to 133 is because on these lenses, and lenses we have in the department, the picture is sort of compressed by 1.33 times, and it says on the lens. It's just something I forgot to mention. Once we've done all those steps, anamorphic footage is ready to go.